Hello everybody and welcome inside a TD Place. I'm Chris Kato.
And I'm Murray Cronick.
And we're here to bring you part one of our feature on the 105th Grey Cup held right here in the nation's capital.
One of the most impressive things that we saw during this past week was the incredible fan support representing all 9 CFL teams from across the country.
The festivities kicked off early in the week with the Grey Cup arriving on Parliament Hill. And Murray, what followed was a tremendous week of events for fans of all ages.
Absolutely. The other thing that followed during the week was what we're experiencing right now, which is snow. And so some of what you'll see is in fact some of the conditions that the players had to play through, and in fact some of the conditions that the fans had to watch through.
So let's take a look at some of the great people behind the 105th Grey Cup and also all the festivities. Thousands of CFL fans poured into Lansdowne Park to take in Grey Cup week in Ottawa. CFL fans from across Canada made the trip to the nation's capital to show their support.
Go, Sets, go! Go, Sets, go!
I'm cheering for Calgary, even though it's anything but Calgary, because I'm an Eskimo fan, but I want to keep it out west. He's cheering for the East.
Go, Toronto!
The historic Grey Cup trophy was on display all week at fan festival events. Elsewhere in the city, the Toronto Argos were busy with preparations for the big game on Sunday. The official launch of Grey Cup Week started on Parliament Hill with presentations from a few very special guests.
It is a pleasure to be here to Prime Minister, to the Mayor of Ottawa, the Chief of Defence, to Chief White Duck, to the great group assembled here in front of us today, and of course to the entire city of Ottawa. It is a privilege and an honor to be here with all of you to bring the Grey Cup to the city, which essentially kicks off the beginning of what will be an amazing week here.
After all, nothing brings Canadians together quite like the Grey Cup. It's one of Canada's favorite traditions, a tradition that has been passed on from generation to generation. So it's going to be a great pleasure for me to be able to bring my kids to the game on Sunday night and cheer along with all Canadians as we celebrate this extraordinary sporting event that has brought together families and generations for decades and 105 years. So I want to wish the best of luck to both teams, even though my beloved Als aren't around this year, and congratulate all the players for making it this far. We'll see you on Sunday. Merci beaucoup tout le monde.
Therefore, I, Jim Watson, Mayor of the City of Ottawa, do hereby proclaim November 21st to 26, 2017 Grey Cup Week. And Commissioner, this is worth 1 hour of free parking in the City of Ottawa. Let me take this for 1 hour.
One man who knows a little something about Grey Cup football is retired Red Blacks QB Henry Burrs, who offered his thoughts on the 105th Grey Cup.
Looking at who Calgary was at the time, they were deemed as the best team since color TV. And we were just the other guys, and we felt disrespected. But again, we were a number of guys who had been there and had been a part of it, so it didn't matter what people said. You know, we just wanted to fight to get ourselves back there. We went through a lot of injuries we endured. But again, the fact that we humbled ourselves and we subjected ourselves to each other to find a way to make our teams better, to bring this cup back home to Ottawa, for, not only for ourselves but for the city. Because what we experienced in 2015 losing in Winnipeg was something that this city had experienced for 40 years, up until the last time that they were able to enjoy the enjoyment of winning a Grey Cup and the excitement that came with it. So for us to be able to win it, you saw guys celebrating with people in the stands, celebrating with their families because of all that we sacrificed to be able to enjoy that one shining moment. For us, it's still, we're able to still enjoy it now. For how long football wasn't present here in the city, to have it back and to have the enjoyment of seeing our team, you know, the Red Blacks had the success that we did early on, and just rejuvenate the entire culture here when it comes to football. The rich history that has always been here, you just saw the rebirth of that. And now, even though we didn't make it back to the Grey Cup this year, the fact that it's here at home in Ottawa, people from all over this country are going to have a chance to just relish the enjoyment of what this city is all about now. Because people for a long time said Ottawa was the place where fun forgot. Well, this year in 2017, it definitely isn't that city. This is probably one of the best cities of enjoyment in the entire world in 2017. And to me, this is one of the signature events of 2017. And so people from all over the country are going to have a chance to enjoy a different light of Ottawa. It's not just all about Canada Day. It's all about celebrating football in the Canadian Football League right here in the nation's capital. And right now I call this Championship City because until the trophy's taken away, this is the Championship City, and I can't wait to see the enjoyment of everybody at the Grey Cup Festival and also enjoying the game at a sold-out TD Place come Sunday.
1, 2, 3.
Grey Cup!
All right, thank you very much, guys.
Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll take you behind the scenes of the 105th Grey Cup game at TD Place. Fans enjoyed an excellent Grey Cup week, but Murray, the main event was the big game on Sunday.
Absolutely. It was a super sellout here at TD Place. That's more than 36,000 fans who were cheering their guts out the whole time.
And you mix in the elements, the snow, and an excellent game between two evenly matched teams, you had a historic 105th Grey Cup.
And a classically Canadian halftime show with Shania Twain entering in the snow on a dog sled.
Not to mention the game between the Argos and the Stampeders came down to the last minute of the fourth quarter. Murray, let's take fans inside the 105th Grey Cup game.
Grey Cup Sunday. Best day of the year. Stampeders. Just like Christmas to the Grey Cup Fun Police. Best day of the year. Best week of the year. Let's get her done. Yeah.
This here is a White Pine football player running with a ball. Josh and I started doing these pieces here on Friday morning, and here it is at our midday on Sunday.
I'm going for Calgary. Yeah, I'm going to have to say Argos. Sorry. Oh, West. I don't like Calgary. West.
The Grey Cup game was finally here, and fans were at TD Place pregame to get themselves fired up. It takes a lot to put together a Grey Cup show. Over 40 cameras covered every angle of the field, so fans in the stadium and at home never missed a play. Two hours before kickoff and no sign of snow, but that changed in a hurry right as the pregame festivities started. The snow didn't dampen the spirit of the fans, and when Shania Twain performed at halftime, the 36,000 fans in attendance made themselves known. Ultimately, it was the Toronto Argos who stole the game in the last 2 minutes off of a Calgary fumble.
The 105th Grey Cup is double blue.
The celebrations for Toronto went well into the night at TD Place.
You know, Coach always said it's not coincidence. We're all here for a reason, and so many guys on this team have so many stories of how they got to this moment. You know, in the plays, I mean, why do they go our way sometimes? I don't know, but Coach is right. It's not a coincidence. It all happens for a reason, and you know, this team was just too special for it to end any other way than with a Grey Cup championship.
Say what you say. Today is the day.
Being told that you're done, being told that you're washed up, being told that your knee might not come back right. Guys like Ricky Ray were set down last year to be backups and security blankets. Cassius Vaughn was a castaway in Hamilton. Myself, Bear Woods, they didn't want us no more. So to be in this moment right now is everything. It means everything.